Come here, come get her.
She's like,
probably needs some
down there.
water and stuff, okay? Oh man, I got a kink in my neck. Whew. These look pretty good, dear. You've done a good job. These are Extrin 500 fiberglass pads. They're 1/4 inch thick, and we're using them to build up our stanchion bases off the deck so that water doesn't get trapped. So this isn't one of the actual bases, but it gives you an idea. Go up!
Come on, baby!
Go up!
Come on!
Good girl!
Good job! What you doing, Mom?
I am doing postcards. All of our new patrons get a postcard from us when they join.
Walking through the boat yesterday, dear, did you see the electrical crimpers anywhere?
No. Does Dad want to eat? You want your stuff now, dear?
Excuse me, dog. Move, dog.
Those in this top make it so much nicer.
There's a bird right there. Your shadow is distracting.
Now after I get rid of this dust, maybe I can wipe my eyeballs out here. Now that I got those pads all rounded over with the roundover bit, I need to sand flat spots, or the paint off at least on the deck where they get mounted to the deck. Okay, I'm mixing epoxy. Just doing single batches because it's so hot that I just don't want it to kick too fast. I'm trying to make this quite thick actually. Probably not quite the consistency of peanut butter, but pretty thick because I don't want those base plates to slide before it's curing, because they are sitting kind of at an angle.
We are using slow curing epoxy, but it's just so hot we found that spreading it thin on a plate gives us more working time.
All right, they're on. My hands are like prunes. It's like I've been doing dishes or something. Those black Venom gloves in 109-degree temperature for like 2 hours is like rough. I have mixed up the primer. I cleaned the area with our de-waxer surface and prep. Did a little taping. So now we get to paint them. I just want to get those parts that I sanded down to bare fiberglass especially. Get them all primed. And I know this isn't the best brush in the world, but really, the deck is going to get painted again. This is just really to keep the fiberglass from oxidizing in the sun, give it some UV protection until we actually sand and do the deck.
Well, it's been a few weeks since we brought the boat over here to the marina and we got the bimini on. And people keep asking us, so when are you leaving? When is it all done? What else have you gotten finished? And the reality is nothing. We haven't got anything finished, but we've been working on a lot of projects. So this week we're going to try to get the stanchions on and some of the lifelines, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see if we can make that happen.
We're really good at starting projects. We strive really hard to please our fans. We've had a few fans that have talked about this being the most disorganized refit ever, and we just want to make sure we maintain that image. So we've started lots of things. But man, it's so much nicer to be on the water.
It is.
I'm going to do the first test stanchion to make sure that it works before I go drill all the holes for all the other ones. And I think we're going to be short on some washers, so we're going to have to go buy some of those. Let's see how it goes. I got bolts, I got nuts, I got washers, lock washers, and I got stanchions.
Alright.
I guess I better go get the butyl tape, huh? Yep. Okay, babe, so here is the plan. I don't want there's still stuff on this one. We're gonna put this in the hole, tap it in, the hammer gently, and I'm gonna start on the rear innermost screw and go clockwise, tightening them up, and you'll just move the wrench on the top. And here is your wrench right here for the top.
Alright, it is hotter than heck out from underneath of this amazing bimini. I just got pooped on. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm going inside for a minute.
Tammy just got pooped on. I gotta go take care of this.
You go over the water hose?
Well, what can you get out with wet?
I just got out. You're gonna have to rinse it, babe. Gonna have to rinse it. I'm sorry. Seagull poop in the hair.
That's a first, probably not a last.
Probably not.
Alright, well, at least I'm cooler now, right? Let's try this again.
What? Are you kidding? I'm sorry, but this has got to be the funniest thing I've ever dealt with.
That's not funny. That's not okay.
Where are they coming from? Where are they?
All right.
I guess we gotta go do this again.
This is just gross.
Here we go. One more time. This wasn't as much, so this must have been the baby.
It got on my shirt.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's on the back of your shirt too. Can we get that first? Lay down. Get down. Unless you want it everywhere.
All right, you have to make sure you got it.
I hear them over there laughing at it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I certainly don't see any.
You said it was right on top.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! There's nothing there.
All right. Like I said, if this happens again, I think I'm done for the afternoon.
Are you done playing in the seagull poop?
Oh, ha ha ha.
Let's get some stanchions on.
Okay, so Todd's having a little bit of trouble maneuvering to get under there to get the series of washers and nuts on them.
I can't see anything. I have to kind of feel for do my boat yoga. I don't know how to do this. Get that. I can't get them all together because they go behind this thing and up.
Back inside?
Yes.
All right.
Ready?
Yep. Yep. Todd tightens them first with the electric drill. Then he finishes them by hand so that they aren't over tightened. That is way sturdy.
Better be. I'm a ball of sweat.
So that took us an hour and a half to figure out, but that included washing my hair from the seagull poop twice. But look at this. That sucker is strong. So that should support this slightly chubby mom or grown man and my children. Not all at one time, but you know what I mean. We're recycling because stainless steel is expensive and there's no point in throwing away what's good here. Todd works his butt off to make the money to make this project happen, and we wanted to make the most of that. We also really appreciate our patrons who help with all of these little pieces and help pay for the internet and pay for the cameras and pay for all those little pieces and parts to keep the show running. So thank you.
All right, let's go. We have ship to do.
So what we're trying to accomplish is to get where it goes through these smooth, because we're doing Dyneema lifelines and we don't want any burrs that can catch and break the lifelines.
I need to change the lengths of the bolts because this side varies and I only had certain lengths, and then the hardware store only has certain lengths and they're not working, so I got to change them out. I might be able to make myself go overboard.
Please don't.
Gee whiz.
I know, right?
There we go.
We're not quite sure how this original boat was put together. It's got layers, so this headliner doesn't come off. It's a molded fiberglass headliner with a gap. And it comes down to the edge all the way over to here, and then there's another gap. All of our deck fittings are underneath this headliner, or between it and the hull. We're not sure how they did this. It was through bolted from the factory, and we have found pieces of backing plate as we've been doing this. So when we took them off, it was just screws and they weren't through bolted. They were through bolted, but somebody just cut them off because you can't get to them. So as a result of trying to do it right, we now have lots more holes. I think the worst of them right now are back here, where Todd has cut a huge hole here, circle hole there. That's what we're having to do. So along with none of the bolts can be exactly the same length, we are having to cut up the headliner to get to it. But we need to do it right. They need to be through bolted. It's the only way for them to be safe.
Okay, push it down as far as it'll go. Got it?
Rear inside.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, did your thing slip off or my thing slipped off?
Back outside.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Now the front one. All right. Woohoo! Okay. I'm ready to start screwing them down.
Alright, these are our last two of this part, right?
Yep. And then we got to work on the bow pulpit, which is, we don't know what we're up to with that because it's all new placement. So, all right.
And we're on day 3 of the one-day project.
I think so. Isn't that crazy? I guess we'll start with drilling them all and then figure the wiring out.
The reason this doesn't fit quite right is that we salvaged this off a different boat. Okay guys, so it's Friday afternoon, and technically it's the end of the week Let's see how far we got done. Stanchions. Got the bow pulpit tightened down. Connecting those feet.
Woohoo! She's on.
The other side, the back. Technically, we would have one more day to work to get this project finished and get the lifelines on the front part of things. But we've got to go do a job. Got an RV job this weekend. So this is as far as we're going to get on this project this week. What do you think here?
I'm happy. You want to know what the best part is? I can do this without it going fling and me falling in the drink. Because it's now secured. Oh man, awesome. Sweet.